Hello and welcome to the Mega Movie Network. I'm here today with Samuel Noakes and Danielle Pevy of Anvil Studio.
Daniel.
Yeah, it's Dan.
Not Danielle.
Dan.
I'm not a girl.
Right.
Daniel.
I'm here with directors Samuel Noakes and Danielle Pevy of Anvil Studios.
Peavy.
Peavy. I'm here with directors Samuel Noakes and Danielle Peavy.
Peavy.
What's
the matter with this
of
guy?
Anvil Studios. And they're about to begin auditions for their upcoming film, Beyond the Stars. So Sam, Dan,
Daniel.
Yeah, Samuel.
sorry, guys, this film is about a man who has saved money all his life to build a rocket ship so that he could travel into uncharted space. But before he gets started out there, the government has disabled his funding.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Apollo 13 meets Castaway meets Joe versus the Volcano.
Is it possible that you're just really big fans of Tom Hanks?
No.
Where are you getting that
No.
from?
Where'd you think of that?
I'm just thinking that you're comparing a bunch of, Tom Hanks movies, and your main character's name is Tom, is it not?
It's a coincidence. I mean,
So my second cousin's first name is Tom. It doesn't mean that he's named after the first character.
common name.
Your main protagonist's name is Tom.
Next question.
You're holding an open audition for all these roles, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think that there's any actor in the world who's capable of mastering this the way we need it mastered. So we figured that if we opened it up to the general public, we could be able to hit pay dirt. We're not necessarily optimistic, but
Because not even A-list actors could play this part. Like, I mean, just to name a few, like Tom Hanks couldn't even.
Tom
play
Hanks
the part.
definitely couldn't play this part.
Not at all. Even if you walked like an astronaut, talked like an astronaut.
if you were an astronaut.
And you were an astronaut. If you were all of those things, and even Tom Hanks, if he were all of those things.
And he tried to be one.
And he was one.
He was one.
He was
Yeah.
one. Come on, you saw.
And he was good.
He
Again,
was really good.
for what it was.
Really
You know,
good.
It's
But-
Apollo 13, but this is Beyond the Stars. It's a little bit different. You don't get to come back. He's actually moving from Earth to another planet, and Tom Hanks came back. And
You gotta wow us, you gotta just blow our minds, and our minds are sealed shut. You can't blow it, you gotta just leave it alone and just go with it, I mean, it's just not possible. You gotta start big
and go
and
backwards.
then go backwards, exactly.
But what if, say, hypothetically, if Tom Hanks were to audition?
Well, I'm sure it'd be an honor for him to be a part of our film. But again, as good as Tom Hanks is on the sub-Anvil level, we don't think that he has what it takes to be able to work in one of our films.
They are on the ground and we are in the heavens. We are up so high we can't even see ourselves from up there.
Oh,
Like,
so then you might say you're looking for an actor beyond the stars.
that's not
Is
funny.
that a
That's
pun?
not-
Is that-
I don't
is
get
that a
it. No, I
pun?
really
Is that a
don't.
jab at our
Are
film?
you making fun of us right now?
No, not at all. But
Well,
anyway,
then tell us what you
Yeah,
meant.
what is that? What
What were you
above
saying?
the stars? That's the title of
It's
our
the title of our
Beyond
film.
the Stars. You know who you're talking to right now? We are two of the biggest names
That no one knows
that
about
no one
yet.
knows about yet, and
Yeah.
you're burning your bridge right now, before we've
I'm
even
sorry.
started.
What you have to do is you have to think of consequences going beyond this. Not beyond the stars, but beyond this.
I'm very sorry. I mean no disrespect.
None taken.
You're fine.
No,
It's
good.
okay.
You're good,
Fine.
man.
There's no doubt that your writing is top-notch.
Not at
Now-
all.
now
No,
he's
absolutely
talking, all right?
not.
So what is it that prohibits the A-listers exactly?
It's just
Quality.
their inability.
Yeah, it's impossible.
I'm not really that confident I will even be able to cast this film.
Might have to put it off for a couple years or so just to find an actor capable of even playing Sheena. I mean the
girl.
the
The
little
little
girl.
girl.
Exactly. I mean we need a top-notch child actor for her, let alone Tom, the
Yeah.
main character of our film. And
Well, what I will say, on behalf of the kids is that kids have not lost their imagination yet, and that's why we're a bit more optimistic we'll be able
Exactly.
to cast those.
Exactly.
Historically, we've had very good child auditions, and they're easily, or more easily. I mean, we're still
Yeah.
kind of hard on them.
this
but-
film is just so packed with imagination that it's almost like only a child could play the roles. I mean, if you think about it that way, the imagination level that's just constantly, when I've watched Daniel over here write, it's just nothing but gold every time his pen touches the paper. And it's the same for me. I mean, when I start writing, I get locked in this imagination zone that just captivates even me. I feel like I'm captivating myself. I have to put a big mirror up on the wall so that when I look at myself, I get inspired by my own imagination, and I don't think an actor can do that for me.
I think that's the trademark of a good writer, is that when you can write your own material once, if you can write it once and you draw your own inspiration from looking at yourself in the mirror, and you realize how great it is, and then you take a nap and you look at it again and you're still blown away by your own writing. That's really the hallmark and the trademark of a good writer.
Exactly.
And that's why this is so powerful, because we do all of our writing in one take. We just do one draft.
Rough draft is final draft.
Rough draft is final
it's
draft.
Perfect draft. It's not rough draft. It's not final draft. It's perfect draft.
But I think that's so layman can understand it.
Exactly.
We call it rough draft because it's the first time that we wrote it. But we know that we don't have to write it again.
It's very smooth when we write it. It's not rough at all. It's the smooth draft. It's the perfect egg that we've created that'll hatch into a magnificent butterfly of birds. It's perfect.
Which butterfly of birds? I never heard that before.
It's a metaphor.
So now, how much would you be willing to pay the actors to star in this film?
Tens of millions for sure.
If you get a role in one of our films, you've earned whatever amount of money you get.
Your life is set, man. You just, for the rest of your life, just nothing but smooth sailing. Title speaks it all. I mean, it's beyond the stars. And this is just way above them, beyond the figurative and
literal.
Let me speak. The literal, thank you, stars.
Wow. Well, you heard him here, folks. If you're looking to star in a major motion production, Anvil Pictures, Samuel Noakes and Danielle Peavy.
Daniel.
Right.
Peavy.
Daniel.
Peavy.
Peavy.
Samuel.
Samuel, Daniel, got it, are prepared to pay a lot of money for the best actors. They're having an open casting call here in Dallas on Sunday, June 26th, 2014.
16.
It's 2016,
2016.
man. Are you serious?
All right, 2016. It sounds...
I didn't even know the date, man. That's 2 years ago.
It sounds like an exciting film. I hope to see you all in it. For the Mega Movie Network, I'm Teddy Kwazowski. Thank you for watching.
Hello, and welcome to our video.
So, we'll just introduce ourselves and tell them what's going on.
Sure.
Tell them what they need also.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, here we go.
Hi, I'm Jacob Solly.
And I'm Jason Zimmerman. And welcome to your next video. Okay, so the guys that you just watched, Samuel and Daniel, are the best writers and directors in the world, and you will be auditioning for them.
It's a lose-lose situation, honestly. So don't be in any way offended by anything they say, because it's not at you, it's at your character.
Yes, and whatever's coming from us is not coming from us, it's coming from our characters as well. So, just know that whatever you are being told, your character is being told that is not any kind of indictment on what you may be doing. Whatever you do will be right no matter what it is.
So just react as if your character is reacting to it, not so much you as a person. So anything you do, whether you think you screwed up or not, is perfectly fine. There is absolutely no way you can screw this up, honestly. I mean that seriously.
Yeah, you can't mess this up. Bottom line is go in there, have fun. You're going to walk away with a great video that'll be very entertaining for everybody, and you'll be getting more than your fair share of camera time. We're looking at a lot of camera time for each and every one of you, and we will explain that later. Now, what we're going to ask you to do, if you would please bring one picture of yourself. It does not need to be a professional headshot. It can be any kind of picture. That is just you, and we're also going to ask you to please bring a group photo that you are in.
thank you very much for watching this. If you have anything else to add, feel free to add it now. But
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to working with all of you. Again, it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, this will, bar none, be your easiest filming day of your life.
thank you. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.